unlocking option execution, with Greeksoft technologies. Uh, so as you all know, I won't waste much time on what we do, what we are, because you guys already are using our solution, and most of you are aware about what we offer. Just to give you a little brief, we have one-stop solution for all your trading needs. So it's not just Algos, we give mobile trading app, API, chart-based solution, RMS, and all that. Moving ahead, there are many strategies that we provide to our end customers and users, not just the option strategies, but arbitrage strategies, IV-based strategies, delta neutral strategies. Then you have TWAP, time weighted average price. If I want to do a slice order kind of a thing, participation of volume, wherein a huge quantity can be sliced in terms of time or in terms of volume. And then we have chart-based strategies as well. So if you want to do a chart-based execution, an end-to-end chart-based execution, even that is possible. Moving ahead, as you can see, we option strategy. Now, this is the most popular window that we have, option strategy. So in option strategy, what we have is spreads, triangles, and butterflies. Any kind of two-leg spread. It can be a straddle, triangle, ratio, calendar. Any kind of two-leg spread, if we want to do, is possible in our all Z spread strategy. Now, there are some important points that we need to highlight here. You can not only do bid based, which is quote based. You can also do IOC as well. So order type, you can do a quote or IOC, two-leg IOC or three-leg IOC. And there is one very important feature called strategy name. Now, by default, if you don't put any strategy name, it will show Greeksoft, but you can put your own strategy name. So if I'm making a two-leg strategy or a three-leg strategy, I can name it ABC, XYZ, or maybe 2L, 3L, which will be very useful while I do delta hedging for a particular strategy, or while I want to bifurcate my strategies in Alt F6 in my net position window. So it is highly advisable that I give a name to strategies so I can give a strategy name. Now coming back to spread, I can make any two-leg spread. It can be a straddle, triangle, ratio, calendar. Any two-leg combination that I want to make is possible on this particular screen when we do spreads. Now, and there are different order types. It's not just the normal plain order, regular order that I can execute. I can also execute stop loss orders, wherein I can mention the stop losses, bracket orders, wherein I can mention the stop losses and targets, leap and jump, wherein I can mention stop losses, target, and jump difference. I'll cover it, once I come to the execution screen. On this particular window, I can also do triangles, which is called conversion, reversion, or put call parity. So different names for the same strategy. Triangles are known as conversion, reversion, or put call parity. It's a low risk, low reward, vanilla based strategy. One can also do butterfly. Butterfly is again a low risk, low reward, vanilla based strategy. It is always in the ratio of 1:2:1. Or else if I want to make my own three-leg combination, even that is possible. So this is the reason why this is most popular, is because 4 different kind of strategies are possible here: spreads, triangles, butterfly, and 4-leg combination. I'm sorry, 3-leg combination. Moving ahead, 4-leg Alt X is the other popular window. Here I can do 2 kind of strategies. One is box strategy. Box is again a vanilla based box strategy, which is a combination of 1 bull spread and 1 bear spread. And or else I can make my own 4-leg combination. So any 4-leg combination, if I want to do iron condor or any 4-leg combination that is possible on this particular screen. And again, there are different order types: regular order, stop loss order, bracket order, leap and jump. All those order types are possible. I can add multiple rules here. And once I add multiple rules, I can start them all. There's this load file, save file facility, right? Moving ahead, then we have IV based strategy, Alt S. Alt S is IV based strategy. Now this strategy is precisely used for spreads, so it will allow only 2-leg strategy. So here I can do 2-leg spread, not only based on the IVs, but also on their premiums as well. So like Alt Z, in Alt Z, I was able to do 2-leg based on premiums. Here, I'll be able to do 2-leg based not only on premiums, but also IVs as well. So through IVs also I can do it. And once I do it through IV, here I have the facility of hedging my position as well. So I can hedge my position as well. So while making this strategy, whatever the delta is, now this delta is my static delta. When I say static delta is the delta which is made while making the strategy. So once I was making this strategy, whatever the delta was, I want to hedge it through, say, future or options or equity. So I have different parameters through which I can hedge my delta. I'll cover this, I'm just giving you a basic gist about it. I'll cover it once I go to the main strategy window. Alt Q is my single leg order IV based strategy. So in Alt S, I was able to make a spread based on IVs. Here, I am able to buy or sell a single strike based on the IVs. Then we have F7 window. F7 is my portfolio management window. Now, when we talk about portfolio management window, this is more or less an RMS tool for the dealer himself. So here the dealer will be able to, this is post execution, after execution of my trades. Once my trades are executed, after execution of my trades, I will be able to watch all my position, my delta, gamma, vega, theta, everything, everything is possible on this particular screen. So I'll be able to see my expenses. I'll be able to see my balance, net balance, how much is my delta, gamma, vega, theta. Everything is possible on this particular screen. Okay. So there was some drawings done, I was just undoing it. Okay. So again, this is, as I mentioned you earlier, this is post execution. So after execution, all your strategies would land up here. So you would be able to see symbol wise, you will be able to see, if you're doing something in Nifty, Bank Nifty, or maybe stock options, if you're doing something across different expiries, or, if you have given different strategy names, you will be able to bifurcate here and you will be able to see your positions. So that's F7 screen for you. Now, 3 or maybe 4 years back, my dealers used to come on this F7 screen. They used to check what is my delta value, how much do I need to neutralize, and they used to neutral it manually. But now, we had come up with this DDH screen, dynamic delta hedging screen, which is closely looped to my F7 screen. So now here, what I do is I tell the system, whenever you see delta of say 150 or 100, I want to hedge it. And how do I want to hedge it? Do I want to hedge it through future or options or equity or spreads? So I can, or maybe synthetic options. So I can give various options, and accordingly the system will automatically hedge my delta as per the parameters mentioned by me. This is closely looped with my F7 screen. So whatever parameters I put here, in my interval column, system will closely come here and check that the desired parameter has been breached or no. Once it breaches the desired parameter, accordingly, it will hedge it with the parameter that you have mentioned here. If you mention here future, it will hedge it through future. If you mention here options, it will hedge it through options. So these were some of my old strategies that almost everyone is using as of now. I'm sure most of you must be using it. If not, we will definitely show you how it works. So that is not a problem at all. Okay, I'll move ahead. I'll just explain you my new strategies, whatever my new strategies is, and then I'll go to my trading screen. So these are some of the new strategies. One is advanced option strategy. Now this is the most desired, most demanded strategy, Control Shift V, advanced option strategy. In this strategy, like what we had in Alt Z or Alt X was 2 leg, 3 leg, 4 leg strategies, wherein we can mention the combined stop loss and target for the strategies. But here we can mention individual strike, target, and stop loss as well. So individual strike, target, stop loss, and trailing stop loss can be mentioned. Also in advanced option, we have ATM, ITM, and OTM concept. So in the money, at the money, and out of the money concept. So say for example, at 9:15 in the morning, I'm not too sure what will be the ATM at 11 or maybe at 12 noon. But I can put it in the system that, at 11, whatever the ATM is, I want to make a, I want to sell a call option and a put option of both the ATM call and put at whatever rate it is. So here I have this ATM, ITM, and OTM concept as well in my advanced option screen. So what I'll do is I'll cover it once we start. Then we have 4 leg IV strategy. So what we had as of now is 2 leg and single leg and 2 leg IV strategies. Now we have come up with 3 leg and 4 leg IV strategies. So one can do 3 leg strategy IV, 4 leg IV strategies. One can also do 4 legs in 2 different underlines. Now 4 leg in 2 different underlines, what does it mean? If I want to make 4 leg, out of which 2 legs are say Bank Nifty and 2 legs are constituent of Bank Nifty, say SBIN or HDFC or ICICI. So I can still make 4 leg strategy with 2 different underlines. So even that is possible. Then we have cross butterfly strategy. Cross butterfly is 6 leg strategy. So you can also make, initially we started with 2 leg, then we moved on to 3 leg and 4 leg. And now what we have is 6 leg strategies. So simultaneously one can make 6 leg strategies. If you want to make combination of 2 butterflies, even that is possible. Moving ahead, in Alt Z strategy, what we had initially was 2 leg and 3 leg strategies. Now we have also inculcated, we have also integrated TWAP and POV, that is time weighted average price and participation of volume in option strategy. So if I want to make a 2 leg strategy or a 3 leg strategy, but I want to do it through slicing or through participation of volume, even that is possible. And then we have synthetic future in DDH. So in dynamic delta hedging, we are using synthetic future as well. I'll move one by one. As I told you about the IVs, 4 leg IV strategy. Now, what we had initially was single leg and 2 leg IV strategies. Here what we have is 3 leg IV order. So same like 2 leg or single leg. Here we have an option of making a 3 leg order based on the IVs. So 3 leg order based on the IVs, 4 leg order based on the IVs, butterfly based on the IVs. So initially in Alt Z we had butterfly, but that was based on the premiums. Here I can make butterflies based on the IVs. and then we have 4 leg with 2 different underlying. So as I told you, we can make 4 legs, 2 leg in one underlying and 2 leg in the other underlying. Cross butterfly. As I mentioned you, as I just mentioned, 6 leg strategy. One can directly make any 6 leg combination. So any 6 leg combination that you want to make, you can make your 6 leg customized strategy as well, or else you can make a cross butterfly as well. So both are possible. TWAP and POV in all Z. So in all Z, normally you see, spread. You can make any combination of spread here. But here, what now we have added is your order method was normal. Guys, I request you to please mute your mic because otherwise, please, thank you. So right. So order method what we had as of now is let me mute Jagdish. Thank you. Okay. So what we had initially was normal method. So in normal method, you can make your spreads, as normal. But now what we have added is timer and market participation, that is TWAP and POV. So if I want to make a spread, if I have say 100 quantity or 200 quantity, and I want to make a spread, and say I tell the system I want to make this spread from 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. for instance, and every 1 minute or every 60 seconds, I want to participate. So the system will accordingly slice my total order as per the interval, and it will participate in the market. It will execute in the market. Same way I can do market participation as well, that I tell the system, I want to do a POV from 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. and every 60 seconds or every 30 seconds, I want to participate 2% of the volume or 5% of the volume. So say I put here 60 seconds. So in 1 minute, if say for instance in RT India or in any particular symbol or in options, if there is a volume of 1000, I want to participate 10%. So it will execute 100 orders accordingly, and you can choose the base volume. So if both are options, say one is 17,200, one is 17,300, I can tell the system whose participation should be considered. Should it consider leg one's participation or should it consider leg two's participation? That can be inserted here. And then we have advanced option strategy. Now, as I mentioned earlier, advanced option strategy is my most popular strategy as of now, because many people were demanding this strategy, and we have come up with this strategy. Here, you can not only mention target and stop loss for the combined strategy, but you can also mention target and stop losses for single leg as well. So here you can choose up to 4 legs. So it's up to you. You can choose 1 leg, 2 leg, 3 leg, 4 leg, up to 4 legs you can choose. And you can also mention the maximum profit and maximum loss for the entire 4 leg or 3 leg or 2 leg strategy. And you can mention the target, stop loss, trailing stop loss for single leg as well. So if I want to put a stop loss or target for a single leg, even that is possible on this particular screen. And as I told you earlier, we also have this ATM, ITM, OTM option execution. So if I want that, at 11 or at 12 noon, whatever the ATM is, I want to sell a straddle of ATM option. So I can simply put timing, that at 11:30 sell a straddle, at 12 sell a straddle, at 12:30 sell a straddle. So it will automatically sell the straddles, or any 2 leg strategy or any 3 leg strategy that you want to make as per time. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll move to our strategy screen. Just give me one moment. Right. So I guess you all guys are able to see my strategy screen, our trading screen, right? So well, I will not waste much time on the existing strategies that we have. But again, so Alt Z or Alt Z as in zebra. That's my most popular strategy, Alt Z, right? Now in this particular screen, as I told you earlier, you will be able to make any kind of 2-leg, 3-leg and butterfly and triangle strategies. So spreads, triangles, butterflies, if you want to make any 2-leg, 3-leg, 4-leg combination, even that is possible, right? So here, say for example, if I choose 3-leg strategy, or maybe I'll start with spread. So I choose a spread. I choose my pro client, if I'm doing it through client or a group of clients, I can also make a group of clients. So if I want to make a 2-leg strategy, 3-leg strategy, or a 4-leg strategy, and I want to execute it in 10 of my clients at one go, even that is possible. I can simply make a group. So say for example, if I make a group, let me make a new group just to show you how it works. For retail one, if one lot is executed, I want retail 111, say 2 lots to be executed. So I can simply choose here. For 112, I want say 3 lots to be executed. I'm just giving you an example. And so say for 115, I want 4 lots to be executed. So you can also use a multiplier. Let me save this group as XYZ. I save this group saved successfully. Now say for example, if I want to sell 17,200 call and put option, right? I'm just say total quantity is 200 and I want to execute 50-50 at a time, right? So total quantity is 4 lots, but I want to execute 1 lot at a time. I simply click on add. It says 368 rupees is my total premium that I'll receive, 368. I'm doing it on coming week expiry 28th April, since we have already done with 21st, right? Now if I want to do it in one client, it is possible. And if I want to do it across in 4 clients or 5 clients or a group of clients, even that is possible. So I just made an XYZ, right? I want to execute this in all 4. So what I do is I come here. What was the price? Price was 368. Okay, 368. I want to sell this at say 371.50 for instance. I simply click on add. I say yes. Now when I say yes, instead of one rule, you can see total 4 rules are added, and those 4 rules are added as per the combination that I've given, which is 50, 100, 150, 200, which is 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x. Just give me one moment, guys. Hello. So here, the system automatically added 4 different rules. So 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, automatically it added accordingly. So my group functionality can be used as well. I'm just removing this rule. Just wanted to show you how it works, right? Now this was my normal regular order. So say for example, here I'm not choosing group anymore. I'm choosing my pro ID, just so I choose here 375. For example, I'm choosing 375 just for the because it's easy. Okay, I'll sell call and I'll sell put, and so now I'm selling everything. 368 is the price. I want to sell it at 375, for instance. I add this, I'll start the rule, and the system will chase 375. And when 375 is reached, it will automatically execute my position. But now this is my normal order. This is my regular order, right? If I want to square off this position, I'll need to put a different rule wherein instead of sell, I'll put buy. So I'll put buy. And what's the price for buy now? It is 371. And say, for example, I executed this at 375. I want to square this off at 367 to get 8 rupees profit, or 365 to get 10 rupees profit. So I'll add another rule. So in regular order, I'll simply put one rule for sell. Once it gets sold, I'll put another rule for buy. This is how regular order will work. Now, we also have stop loss order, wherein I can mention the stop losses, right? We also have bracket order, wherein I can mention not only the stop losses, but also the targets. So here, say for instance, I put 10 rupees as profit. And here, say for example, I put 10 rupees as stop loss. You can put different stop loss and target as well. I'm just putting us, easy figure, just for the ease of our example. So here, now while adding, why we use BR is bracket order, because it will not only put the initial order, but it will also put the square of order with the initial order itself. So I need not put two different orders. In single order only, both the orders will get executed. So now, once I click on add, the system is telling me the actual price is 368.60. Do you want to add this rule at 375? And once the rule gets executed at 375, system will automatically stand at 365 and 385. 365 being my target profit of 10 rupees and 385 being my stop loss of 10 rupees. So even that is possible. So whatever comes first, say for example, 365 comes first, it will book profit of 10 rupees and it will cancel 385. It will cancel the 385 order. And if 385 comes first, it will book loss of 10 rupees and it will cancel the 365. So here, instead of putting two different rules, I can put one rule which will execute my order and then square it off as well. So that is bracket order for you. And then I have leap and jump. In leap and jump is an extension of bracket order, wherein I can not only put profit and stop loss, but I can also put jump difference. Now, jump difference is useful if I'm putting more than one lot. So here in our example, when we are putting 4 lots, I put jump difference as 1 rupee. So what will the system do? For the first cycle, here I've told the system I want 4 lots to be executed, but 1 lot at a time. So total 4 cycles will be executed. For the first cycle, the system will bid for 375, and once 375 order gets executed at 375, it will chase 365 and 385 for target and stop loss. For the second, it will jump by 1 rupee. Whatever price I've put here 1 rupee. So it will jump by 1 rupee. So instead of 375, now it will sell at 376. It will sell at 376, and accordingly 10 rupees will be maintained. So 366 and 386 would be my new target and stop loss. For the third cycle, it will again jump by 1 rupee. So instead of 376 now, 377 would be my new price. And accordingly, 367 and 387 would be my new target and stop loss. So it will continuously jump by 1 rupee until all my total quantity is exhausted. Same way, I can do triangles. Triangles are also known as conversion, reversion, or put call parity. So same name for different, different names for the same strategy, I should say. Reversion is when I buy a call and same strike put is sold and future is sold. So if you see here, it is only allowing me to choose strikes and nothing else. Automatically, if I choose here 17,300, automatically 17,300 is chosen for the second leg as well. And conversion is vice versa. I sell call and I buy put and future. So this is a low risk, low reward strategy, vanilla strategy. It is also known as put call parity or triangle. Same, all the methods will work here. We also have butterfly. Butterfly is 1:2:1. So say for example, if I want to make a butterfly of say 17, say for example, if I want to make a butterfly of 17,200 or 17,300, yeah, I'm choosing 50-50 strike. So if I'm making a short butterfly of 17,250, it is selling the wings and buying the body twice. So yeah, it is selling the wings. Wings for 17,250 would be 17,200 and 17,300, and it is buying the body twice. So if you see, again quantity, it is automatically choosing 1:2:1. So automatically it takes 1:1. And if I put here buy, it is automatically choosing buy, sell, buy. So this is my vanilla butterfly strategy, right? But if I want to make my own 3-leg combination, any 3-leg combination that I want to make, I come here and I choose product difference. Now, once I choose product difference, you see all the columns are open. Everything is open here. You can make any 3-leg combination here. So any 3-leg combination, maybe 2 of this month, 1 of next month, or maybe 2 calls, 1 put, or maybe all puts, or maybe if I want to sell 2 strikes and buy 1 strike, or if I want to, do it in a particular ratio. So any 3-leg combination is possible. Okay. One base rule, one thumb rule that you all need to understand and remember is, irrespective of the number of legs that we execute, it can be a 2-leg strategy, 3-leg strategy, 4-leg strategy, 6-leg strategy, irrespective of the strikes that we work on. If we choose absolute, if all the legs are in sync, if every quantity is in sync, we'll use absolute. If there are different quantities, we'll use product difference. That is one thumb rule that you need to understand. Just give me one moment. Haji sir. So whenever both the legs or 3 legs or 4 legs, when everyone is like 50 quantity or 100 quantity, when they are in sync, I'll use absolute. Otherwise, I'll use product difference. If I'm doing any ratio kind of a thing, if it's 1:2, 2:3, whenever the quantities are not same for all the legs, we'll always use product difference. That's the thumb rule. Moving ahead, we'll go to Alt X. Alt X is my 4-leg strategy, box and 4-leg strategy. So when we talk about box and 4-leg strategy, box is again my vanilla based strategy. Here, it's 4-leg strategy, but here you see it is not allowing me to choose 2nd and 4th leg. Why? Because box strategy is a combination of 1 bull spread and 1 bear spread. So if I'm buying 17,200 call option, it will automatically sell 17,200 put option. And if I'm selling 17,300 call option, it is automatically buying 17,300 put option. So it's a combination. It's a vanilla based strategy, box strategy. So here again, different order types, regular order, stop loss order, bracket order, leap and jump, all the order types are available. So this is my vanilla 4-leg strategy. But if I want to make my own 4-leg strategy, customized 4-leg strategy, I come here 4-leg, I choose 4-leg, and now All the combinations are possible. Any 4-leg combination is possible. If you want 3-leg with a future, even that is possible. So this is my customized 4-leg strategy. And again, as I mentioned earlier, in all my windows, all my strategy windows, even my manual trading F1, F2 or plus minus if we do, in all my windows, we have this strategy name. And it is very important that we give strategy name, so that if I'm making a 4-leg strategy or a 2-leg strategy or a 3-leg strategy, I can give any name, ABC, XYZ, say 4L for 4-leg. The reason we recommend you, we suggest you to give strategy name is because then in my F7 window, I'll be able to bifurcate those strategies with respect to their names. Again, when I want to do delta hedging, say for example, if I make 10 different strategies, but I want to hedge delta of only 3 strategies or 4 strategies, how would I bifurcate? If I don't give any name, by default, everything will come under Greeksoft. So it is very important that you give a strategy name. Moving ahead, we have Alt S as in Singapore. Now in Alt S, as I mentioned earlier, this is a spread window. So in this spread window, I'll be able to do spreads not only based on the IVs, but also on the base, not only based on the premiums, but also on the base of their IVs as well. So, you know, when we talk about premiums, I say, for example, say I'm selling 17,300 and I'm buying 17,200, for instance, right? Now I click on add. It says, since I'm, you know, selling a cheap option and I'm buying an expensive option, here it is telling me that, you know, if I go with the premium wise, I'll need to chip in 71.95. So debit 71.95. So I tell the system, okay, 71.95. I want to make this at say debit 65 or 68, and I add this. And while making this strategy, do I want to hedge my position? Yes, no. If yes, how do I want to hedge my position? Through future, through options, through synthetic options? That is possible. I'm sorry. Now here I can also do it through IV wise. So even IV is possible. This strategy window was meant for IV itself. So IV based strategy. So here, instead of premiums, I want to make a strategy based on their IVs. So here it says I'm buying 17.16 and I'm selling 16.35. So here the actual IV difference between the two is minus 0.8. So accordingly, I can put my IV here and I can make my strategy. And do I want to hedge my position? While making this strategy, whatever the delta is, do you want to hedge it? And if you want to do it, do you want to hedge it through future, through options, through synthetic options? That is your call. Okay. Now, this is one way of hedging your position. The other way is through ratios. If I want to make a ratios, even so, you know, what I was doing initially was I was hedging my position and I was choosing how do I want to hedge my position. But say, for example, I don't want to hedge my position through future or through option, but I want to make a ratio as such that the delta is automatically hedged. So here I can choose ratio method as delta. Once I do that, you see, you know, the system has automatically changed my quantity of second leg from 200 to 250 because it is executing the strategy in a particular ratio as such that their delta is almost neutralized all by itself, all by the ratio. So here, you know, when I was doing actual, you see, I was, I had chosen 4 lots each, 4 lots each, and 1 lot at a time to be executed. But when I changed the ratio to delta, it automatically changed my second leg quantity to 250 instead of 200. So here, then I won't hedge my position here. The ratio is made in such a way that my position is hedged. So this is my IV based spread order entry. I also have IV based single order entry. So if I want to simply buy or sell a leg based on their IVs, even that is possible. So IV order, I just simply want to buy wall or sell wall. Either, I have both the options. So I simply want to buy wall. And what is the buy wall for 17,200? It is 17.16. Okay, so I say I want to buy it at 17.05, for example. I simply click on add and I add this rule. Do I want to hedge my position while adding this rule? Yes, no, even that is possible. So this is simple buy sell based on the IVs. Now, as I was mentioning the F7 screen, F7, F as in France, F7. F7 is my screen, which is post execution. After execution of my trades, I will be able to see my delta, gamma, vega, theta, M2M, profit and loss, everything will be, I'll be able to see everything across different symbols. If I've done something in Nifty, Bank Nifty, Reliance, SBIN, or maybe in stock options, everything is possible to see here. I can see my position symbol wise, expiry wise, if I've done something for April, May, June, or if I've given different strategy names. So why we were recommending strategy names is because if I have different strategy names, everything will be segregated accordingly. So 4L, 3L, ABC, XYZ, whatever strategy name will come up here. I'll be able to see delta value, theta, gamma, vega value, how much fund has been utilized, what is my expenses, what is my M2M. There are different reports, summary report, expense report, margin report. There is also one report called Greek simulation report. Now, this is what if analysis. What if analysis. So say, for example, if I have certain strategy, I choose that strategy and I'll be able to see what will be my PNL if I carry this position until expiry. So it will give me my normal balance for today and it will give me my balance for expiry as well. So if market closes at say 17,452, what will be my PNL on expiry day? It will show me that. I can also change different parameters to see the impact on my PNL as well. So, I can change the days. Now 7 days are left for the expiry or 6 days are left. If only 4 days are left, then what will be the impact on my PNL? Or say, for example, if IV increases to 20%, then what will be the impact on my PNL? So I can change different parameters and see impact on my PNL as well. So F7 is my portfolio management screen. Now, as I mentioned earlier, what people used to do, they used to watch their delta value and then they used to manually hedge their position. So, if I'm 150 long, then I would short 150 future so that I am neutral. But now what we have done is we have closely looped this F7 screen with our dynamic delta hedging screen, which is also known as the shortcut key is Alt D as in delta. So let me quickly log into this window. So now in this window, I will be able to tell the system, what, for a strategy name ABC, I want to hedge my delta whenever delta quantity is 50 or say delta quantity is 100, I want to hedge it. Delta quantity is 100. I want to hedge it through say future or options. If options, which strike, or if I want to do it through spreads or synthetic options. So I have all the different parameters here. So say, for example, again, one can use different methods as well. For positive, I have appetite of 50, but for negative, even, for positive, I have appetite of 100, but for negative, even if I see 50, I want to hedge it. For positive, hedge it through future. but for negative, I want to hedge it through options. Even that is possible. So you can put different parameters, different permutation and combinations are possible here. So maximum, most of the times people use it through delta quantity only. But say, for example, if I want to do it through price or percentage wise, even that is possible. So I tell the system for a strategy, ABC, which was my 3 leg strategy or 4 leg strategy. I want to hedge this only when, as of now, the price of, say, as of now, the Nifty is 17,400. And if there is a movement of, say, 50 points from here, either ways, on the upper side or on the lower side. So, if the market reaches 17,350 or if the market reaches 17,450, either ways, if there is a 50-point movement, then hedge my delta through future or options or synthetic options or spreads. So even that is possible. I can do it percentage wise as well. So again, for the percentage wise, I'll need to give a reference price and I tell the system from here, if there is a movement of say 0.2%, then I want to hedge my position. And how do I want to hedge my position? I can always mention the different methods. So dynamic delta hedging is one tool which will automatically hedge your position. Now what we'll do is we'll cover all the new strategies. Just give me a minute and we'll start all the new strategies. Just give me a minute. I'll share my screen again. Just give me 1 minute, please. Okay, so let me share my screen again. Yes, Ajay. I'm sharing my screen again. Right. So I guess you guys are able to see my screen again. Thing is, I just wanted to reply someone quick on a mail. So that was the reason why I took a break. Just give me one moment. I'm sharing my screen again. I guess you are able to see my screen. So we'll start with the new strategies again. So what new that we have in our option screen now? So one is our Alt Z. In our Alt Z, as we mentioned, we were able to do any kind of 2-leg, 3-leg combination, spreads, triangles, and butterflies. But say, for example, if I want, if I'm selling a call and a put option of 17,200, but if I want to do it timer based or market participation based, even that is possible. So this is new feature that has been added here. So I can simply, say for example, total quantity is say 5,000 or 50,000, and I want to do it say from normally you'll do it in the morning, but if I choose because my server timing is already 4:57, so I'm just giving you an example from 5 to 5:30. In normal scenario, we'll do it say 3 to 3:30. So if I say 5 to 5:30 and every 60 seconds, so totals half an hour and every 60 seconds I've informed the system. So every 1 minute I want to make a slice. So total 30 slices will be made. So my total quantity will be divided into 30 slices. If I put here, say 30 seconds, then 60 slices will be made. So my total quantity will be divided into 60 slices, and accordingly it will put in the market. So timer based is possible. You can also do market participation. So again, I tell the system, say half an hour, 5 to 5:30, every 30 seconds. So 60 slices, every 30 seconds, I want to participate, or every 60 seconds, maybe every 1 minute, whatever the market participation is, I want to participate 5% of it. And whose participation of 17,200 call option or 17,200 put option? So I can choose here of leg 1 or leg 2. I say leg 1, which is 17,200 call option. If I choose leg 2, it means 17,200 put option. So here I have both the things possible here, wherein I can choose whose market participation do I need to do, and accordingly I can choose the base one. So accordingly it will work here. So two things which have been added here is timer based execution and market participation based execution. So this is possible in my spread, triangle, butterfly, and 3-leg. So any 2-leg, 3-leg combination if I want to make, wherein I want to add it through TWAP or POV, that is possible. So this is one addition which has been done here. We'll go to Alt E as in echo, E as in elephant. So what we saw earlier was 2-leg IV based combination and single leg IV based combination, right? We saw 2-leg IV based combination. We saw single leg IV based combination. Now what we have here is, many people were demanding that we want to do a 3-leg IV or 4-leg IV. So we have come up here with 3-leg, 4-leg IV based execution as well. So instead of 1 leg or 2 leg, you can choose 3 legs. So for example, if I want to choose 3 legs, 17,300, 17,400 maybe, and 17,500. I'm just giving you an example. You can choose your different legs as per your convenience, right? 17,500, for example, I'm choosing call. If I want to sell 17,400 and I want to buy 17,300 and 17,500 based on the IVs, I simply click on add, and okay, hedging contract. What hedging do you want to add? I need to put here hedging as well. So I'm choosing future as my hedging contract, right? And say 17,300, 17,400, 17,500. Simply click on add. It says, one IV is 1664, the other one is 1601, the third one is 1623. Actual IV difference, because I'm selling one and I'm buying two, actual difference would be 16.86. So whatever I'm buying, selling, whatever I'm doing, it will calculate accordingly and it will choose it. So 3-leg, I'm making 3-leg option, right? Based on the IVs. And how do I want to hedge it? What do I want to hedge it through future option, synthetic option? That is possible. Here again, like Alt S, wherein I was able to either I was able to hedge my delta normally, or I was able to hedge my delta through the ratios. Even this is possible. So I tell you, I don't want to hedge it like this. I want to hedge it as per the ratio. So I choose a delta, and accordingly, it will see it has automatically changed the quantities for second leg and third leg. So as 300 in front of 300, it is choosing automatically 350 for second leg and 450 for third leg. And accordingly, the delta will be hedged automatically. So if I make a ratio of 300, 350 and 450, it will automatically hedge my delta. So again, right? Let me come to my normal method. So this was 3-leg IV. I can make any combination of 3-leg IV here, right? I can choose 4-leg IVs. So instead of 3-leg, if I want to make a 4-leg IV. So if I want to make a box or a iron condor, not on the base of their premiums, but on the base of their IVs, even that is possible. So instead of 3-leg combination, I'm choosing here 4-leg combination based on the IVs. It is possible. So same way, I choose 4 different legs. Choose 4 different legs. Simply click on add. It gives me, the calculation of 4 strategies. 2 were buy, 2 were sold, 2 were sold, and 2 were bought. So accordingly, it is giving me an idea. So I can choose the combinations. Again, different or method types, ratio method types is possible. If I want to hedge it through delta method and I don't want to hedge it through future, even that is possible. So 4-leg IV is also possible here. I can do 4-leg 2 different underlines. So one is, say, Bank Nifty, and the other one is, say, SBIN, for instance. So here I want to make a 4-leg combination, out of which 2 legs would be Bank Nifty and 2 legs would be, say, SBIN or ICICI or any other combination. So even that is possible. For Bank Nifty, I want 36,800 and 36,900 to be traded. And for SBIN, I want, just wait for SBIN as of now. Yeah, 500. So say 520 and say 540. So accordingly, I can choose 4 strikes with 2 different underlines, and I can choose their hedging parameters as well. So for Bank Nifty, I'm choosing future. For SBIN, I'm choosing, say, equity. It depends on me. I want to hedge it through, say, SBIN, I want to hedge it through the SBIN equity. And Bank Nifty, I want to hedge it through futures. So even that is possible. So yeah, total 4 legs will be executed, but in 2 different underlines. So this is again been used by many people. This was one strategy which people were asking, and we have developed this. Moving ahead, we have 3-leg butterfly. So here, unlike Alt Z, wherein we were using butterfly based on the premiums, here we have butterfly based on the IVs. So instead of premiums, we can make a butterfly based on the IVs as well. So even this is possible. We'll move ahead to our last strategy, advanced option strategy. It is Control Shift V, as in victory. Control Shift V. So this is one strategy, which many people were asking, because we had combined target stop loss, but we never had a single leg target stop loss or trailing stop loss. And then many people were also asking for ITM, ATM, OTM options as well. So we have inculcated both the things in here. So here I can do stop loss and trailing stop loss, not only in terms of absolute, but also in terms of percentage as well, right? Both the options are available. Let's choose absolute, for instance. Now here I can make up to 4 legs. So, once I select a particular row, that row will get activated. So say 4 legs, or maybe 3 leg, or maybe, if I uncheck C3, 2 leg, if I uncheck C2, single leg. So up to 4 legs option is possible. So here, unlike Alt Z or Alt X, wherein, I had different windows for different legs, here in this single window, I'll be able to do up to 4 legs. So all I have to do is I have to check on the column for that to be activated, right? So up to 4 legs are activated. Now, say for example, let's choose Nifty for example. Right, says 17,200 call option I'm selling, 17,200 put option I'm selling. Now here, say for example, for if I'm selling this call option and put option, theoretically, let's assume that the premium for both the options is 100 rupees each. So my total is 200. Total premium is 200, and say 17,200 call option is at 100 rupees and 17,200 put option is at 100 rupees. So I can put individual target and stop loss as well. So say for example, I put target as 20, SL as 10, trailing SL as 5. Same I'm putting here. I'm just giving you an example for easy understanding, right? And I'm putting SL jump as 5 rupees. I'm putting maximum profit 5,000 rupees per lot, maximum loss 2,000 rupees per lot. So here what happens is both the legs, they are at 100 rupees premium, right? So say for example, if I put 20 as my target, now the premium for the call that I sold was 100 rupees and the put that I sold was 100 rupees. But say for example, if the call premium reaches 80 rupees, the system will automatically square off my 17,200 call option if it reaches 80 rupees, because I have already sold it at 100 rupees and I have informed the system that if I get 20 rupees profit, I want to get out of this particular strike of 17,200.
Zoom meeting.
Right. So I have this option wherein I can simply get off this trade, get off this strike if possible. So I sold my 17,200 call option at 100 rupees and I sold my 17,200 put option. Just give me one. So I have an option here. So say for example, if the premium of 17,200, which I sold at 100 rupees, if the premium of 17,200, which I sold at 100 rupees comes to 80 rupees, it will automatically square it off. Or if it reaches to 110, for instance, then the SL will get triggered and it will again square it off, right? So individual target and stop loss are also mentioned, and combined profit and loss is also mentioned. And we also have trailing stop loss. Now, how does the trailing stop loss work? I have told the system SL jump is 5 rupees. So if the premium of 17,200, which was 100 initially, if it comes to 95, that means if there is a jump of 5 rupees, if it comes to 95, my stop loss will trail, my stop loss will trail by 5 rupees. So if my 17,200 premium, which was 100 initially, if it comes down to 95, my new stop loss will trail by 5 rupees. So my new stop loss would be, instead of 110, my new stop loss would be 110 minus 5, which is 105. Again, if the premium reaches to 90 rupees, if the premium reaches to 90 rupees, which is jump of another 5 rupees. So my new stop loss will be 100 rupees. So accordingly, the stop loss will also trail. So this is one way. You can add up to 4 legs. Up to 4 legs can be added in, right? And the other option that we have is ATM, ITM, and OTM option. So I tell the system, you know what? I am not too sure what will be my ATM, but I tell the system, you know what? At 11 in the morning, whatever the ATM is, I want to sell call option and put option of the same. And this is not limit order, this is market order. So whatever the price is, it will automatically sell it. So you know what dealers do? They make multiple rules that I want to sell it at 11, I want to sell it at 11:15, at 11:30, at 11:45, at 12, and accordingly they put multiple rules. So even that is possible. So in this particular window, I can do it stop loss and trailing stop loss in terms of percentage and absolute terms. I can give targets, stop loss and trailing stop loss in terms of strike wise as well. So in an individual strike, I can mention the target and stop losses. I can mention the total maximum profit and maximum loss strategy wise as well. You know, it can be a 2-leg strategy, 3-leg strategy, 4-leg strategy. So up to 4-leg strategy, I have an option of selecting up to 4 strikes, right? And I can also do an ATM, ITM, OTM option as well. So if I want to, you know, instead of ATM, I want an ITM option, even that is possible. And ITM, say depth 1 or depth 2. Every depth is 50, you know, a strike of 50, difference of 50. So if ATM is say 17,400 and I say ITM call option depth 1, it will mean 17,350. See, it is mentioned here, right? ATM is 17,400, ITM would be 17,350. If I say depth 2, that means 17,300. Same way, if I tell OTM OTM depth 1 is 17,450. OTM depth 2 is 17,500. So accordingly, per 50-50, every 50-50 strike, it changes. So the depth is every 50-50 strike is my depth. मैं करता हूँ 15 मिनट में करता हूँ. So that's how this software works. So you know, more or less, you know, all the advanced option strategy that I mentioned has been covered. TWAP, POV, and all Z has been covered. Cross butterfly, which is my 6-leg strategy. 4-leg IB. So I guess most of the things are covered. Now, if you have any queries, you know, we have another 10 minutes. We can have a Q&A session. Again, you know, this session has been recorded, and you know, Sarath and Acumen team will provide you with the recording as well. We can also have a one-on-one session, you know, as per convenience. So if you have any queries, you can please mention your queries in the chat, or you know, you can unmute yourself and or else, you know, I've mentioned my email ID and our number to reach us. So, you know, if you want to write us, you can definitely write us on marketingteam@greeksoft.co.in. We'll answer you. Or you can, you know, probably best thing is you can try reaching Acumen team, and Acumen team can arrange a demo or something. So we can arrange it mutually, Girish Chandraji. We can arrange mutually, a time wherein we can have a demo session. We can do it say during market as well or after market as well. So that depends on mutual convenience of both from your side as well as our side. Right. So I'm assuming Muskan has just shared a Google form, so you guys can subscribe and register yourself. So I guess Acumen team will be in a better position to help you with the subscription charges. Acumen has been using our solution for a while now. We have more than 250 members across India. We are empaneled with all the major exchanges across India. So you can directly contact Acumen team and they'll let you know the charges as well. So guys, another 5 minutes, if you have any queries related to strategies, you can please shoot the same, or else, as I mentioned earlier, we can always have a one-on-one session as well. Because I understand today being a tedious expiry day, it's been a volatile week as well.
Hello everyone. If anyone is interested for the subscription, the link is mentioned in the chat box. Please register yourself and we'll contact you from our hand. And we'll let you know the charges once you register yourself. Okay. अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड है सब्सक्रिप्शन के लिए तो रजिस्ट्रेशन लिंक चैट बॉक्स में मेंशन की गई है. आप रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं एंड उसके बाद हम आपको कांटेक्ट करेंगे. थैंक यू.
Right. And as she rightly mentioned, if you guys also would need recording sessions, or probably you can go on YouTube's as well. There are videos on YouTube's as well, so you can